Hello and welcome to the channel. I am Wanders Elsewhere. Today's SnowRunner video, we're going to go over everything you need to do to get yourself the TOOS 420 Tatarin APC. Without any further ado, let's get started. Our journey to unlock this APC begins in Taimyr, Russia. You're going to start by opening up your contracts and grabbing Geological Exploration. We're given 3 points to scan across the map. You are not shown where they are, you are just shown your distance from them. So you're going to seek these out with pretty much a proximity scanner. If you'd like the enjoyment of doing that on your own, just skip ahead to the next mission, because this is going to contain spoilers. To get things started, we have grabbed our Tega that we earned in a previous episode, put the seismic vibrator module attachment onto it, and we're ready to head out. I've got this video consolidated into the points themselves. I'll give you some tips on how to get out there, pitfalls to avoid, but I'm not showing all the footage because that video would be an hour and a half long. First point we're going for is northwest of the garage. Head down the main road, take your first right into the mud. Watch out for roots when you're in the mud, particularly where I just have the cursor hovering. You're gonna go around a makeshift bridge. This is that first chunk of mud you can get stuck in. There's roots here that we are currently hung up on. With some creative winching, you'll be able to get yourself out of it, but you might want to stay on the grass. Right behind that is this bridge. I took the bridge here. I would actually advise against it. You can get on some bad camber and very easily tip over. But after the bridge, make sure you take a left. Don't go right up the road. Look for these truck tracks that are out here in the grass. They're there for a reason. You're going to want to follow that route around. If you try to follow the given mud road, you'll probably hit a bad camber and roll your truck. You're going to visit this area a few times to get this mission done, and the following one, so just careful over there. Now this is our truck arriving at point 2. It's a marshy area on the western side of the map. I took a creative way to get over here. We'll talk about that right now as I scroll over the map. Most of the route down is pretty direct. We take the main road, pavement a ways, then we're going to take a left off the pavement. We get a thick dirt road into some more narrow, muddy road. Make sure to watch your winch points. You can drive through it all in the trucks we have. In the creative part of the route, we're going to drive right through the woods up here. If you look at this tree line to the left, you can notice it's kind of thin. So we're going to switch to first person view, and I'm going to show you can drive right through this massive forest. You could go down and around. It's really marshy. I've had to winch through that. So I thought, hey, why not give going through the woods a try? And we were able to thread right through. So I'll show you what that looks like in case you want to recreate this yourself. And then we'll move on to point 3. First person really helps you see your way through. If you tried to through this in third, you'll probably you won't see anything. Alright, cut to footage of point 3. Didn't do the best job collecting this part, so I apologize. This is the final point to scan. It's down on the bottom of the map, below the garage. There is a task fallen bricks that is very nearby. It's a good reference point to use when you're plotting this location. But you see us there, we're just in the bottom southeast corner of the map, really close to the fallen bricks icon there. I took the main road down a ways, took a left onto a dirt road, cut across to the more major dirt road. I didn't get onto the mud immediately because up near the garage it's actually really thick and nasty, so I went around a ways and cut on over. But with this, we unlock the next mission, Looking Beyond the Horizon. After we complete this, we'll unlock the quarry and be able to drive over and go get the TOOS. Probably could have mentioned that earlier in the video, but if you're still with me, you know at this point to get to the Tatarin, you have to unlock the quarry so that you can get through the quarry and all the way over to Zimnogorsk? Yeah, Zimnogorsk. So what we've done right now is I took the International Paystar and the Tega, went to the depot right above the garage, grabbed the service parts and the cargo container, winch my trucks together, and I drag them out at the same time. Kind of consolidates my actions there. strategy I like to use. Don't show you the whole journey. You're going to go through that bridge area again, go around the bridge, watch your camber, and you can get both trucks up here on your all-terrain tires. So just want to prove it to you, you can do this at a very low level. You just got to be careful with your navigation. Speaking of navigation, next up we got to go get some metal beams from a different part of the map. That warehouse does have some mud around it, but you can get to it pretty easily. Here we are at that warehouse with the Tega. Grab these metal beams and I'll show you some points in between the radar tower and the warehouse that you want to be a little careful with. Otherwise, it's pretty standard SnowRunner. Gonna use good practice here. Plot a bit of a route. Not best practice because I don't plot the whole thing. Where I'm hesitating right now is the bridge point, and I wasn't sure how well we were going to get through that. But I'll show you that you can get through it just fine. Cut to that bridge area. That bridge on the right there is fallen, so you're going to want to take a left and go around. Not necessarily right into the tree like I did, but head around the bridge. In this little river valley, you're going to want to be careful. You get on a bad camber, so we're going to use our winch to keep us from tipping over and to help drag us up this hill. With some creative winch work, you can get around and back up onto the road. It's probably the trickiest part you need to look out for, getting the metal beams over to the radar tower. The rest is pretty straightforward. Here we are, arriving at the radar tower in our Tega, dropping off the final piece. And with that, you have unlocked access to the quarry. From here, we can drive straight to the 2's 420 Tatarin and get that thing unlocked. When I was filming and conceptualizing this, I did the journey in the Tega. I don't know why I didn't choose to use a scout truck, but confirmed, if you've followed my guides to this point, you can get this vehicle with trucks in your garage now. I used the Tega. You could probably do it with the Con Marshal, just make sure you stop at every gas station along the way. And with that being said, I don't think we need to cover the whole journey out there, so I'll just show you the maps and the routes I took to get myself over there. Drownlands is pretty straightforward, east to west, right across the map. Once you get to the quarry, you got a little more to think about. There's a roadblock in the middle of this map. You can drive through the swampy village, just mind your winch points. You can get bogged down. Once you've made it through the quarry to Zimnegorsk, it's a pretty straight shot over to the 2's. You got a river crossing, a muddy hill, and you're taking a right up another hill, but there's not mud, you just have to winch over the rocks. I'll show you what that looks like, and then you are at the Tatarin. This is the Tega at the top of the hill. You're going to winch yourself up to this point, but just keep on winching and grab that tree. It's going to drag us over these rocks. And as soon as we're over these rocks, we'll be able to see our destination. Sometimes in SnowRunner, you got to be a little patient. But we've made it. If you've enjoyed this video, please take a moment to like and subscribe. It can really help me grow the channel, and every bit helps. And with that, the 2's 420 Tatarin is yours to add to your garage for all of your scouting adventures. Thanks again for watching. I am Wanders Elsewhere, and I'll see you on the next one.